Childhood. Does our environment as children affect our personality in later life? What effect on the character of a grown-up does his childhood really have?
Yes, well, I think I can honestly say that my earliest experiences influenced me.
Really?
I was the youngest of 8 children, you know.
8 children?
And we were so poor I had to wear hand-me-down clothes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think that's what affected me, really.
In what way?
Well, the other 7 were girls.
Yes, well, what I was as a child has led me to take on this job and become what I am today.
And what were you as a child?
Horrible. Is that your cause, sir?
Yes, but I'm BBC.
Good.
Oh, excuse me.
Yes, this television?
Yes, that's right, yes.
Get out, get out. It's television, get out. Ethel, if you're watching, she's just a friend. Shut up. Ethel, she fainted, you see, and she fell down, and I caught hold of her arm, and I'll be home in a minute, Ethel.
Hello.
Hello, excuse me. May I ask your name?
My name is Pontiaca, which means young bird who rises often in the night to go on a journey to be alone.
What affected you most in childhood?
Oh, my name. It used to worry me.
Oh, why?
Because I became a young bird who rose often in the night to go on a journey. You see, we had a little wigwam at the bottom of the garden.
Oh.
And I was always catching cold.
Yes.
And when it rained,
Yes.
it was very
Thank
drafty,
you very much.
because
As a psychiatrist, I realize that most people tend to carry infantile tendencies into adult life. I see many sad examples of this around me, especially driving a car. Excuse me.
Yes, well, I was brought up in the back streets of London, you see, and I suppose my first experience as a boy was the day I went to school, you see.
I see. The day you started school. Yeah.
No, the day I went to school.
What do you mean you only went to school for one day?
Oh, yes, well, you see, I couldn't read and I couldn't write, you see, and the teacher wouldn't let me talk, so I didn't think there was much point in going back. Yes. You give me an A. Dead on, yes. Only with thine eyes.
Excuse me, sir. Ahoy.
And hi to you.
I wonder, sir, could you tell me, what influenced you most in your childhood?
Well, I had rather a traumatic experience when my nanny retired.
Oh, you're a nurse, that is,
Yes. Oh, it was awful.
Well, in what way would that have been, sir?
Well, I used to miss dreadfully Nanny's familiar hands bathing me and tucking me in bed, the cuddles and the games we used to play.
And how old were you when it happened?
32.
I think all children should take up horse riding. It's interesting, healthy, and promotes kindness to fellow creatures.
And does it broaden your outlook?
Certainly broadened mine. Well, I was brought up in the country, you see, and I learned at a very early age all about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees.
Oh, yes.
When I was 16, I met Kathleen. Buxom she was. Very buxom.
And what happened?
Nothing.
But Mr. Finch, you said you'd learnt about the birds and the bees.
I know that, but I'd forgotten to learn about the men and the women. Yes, well, of course, in my game, the children are a doddle. They'll believe anything. It's the teenagers that are cynical.
And how do you attract them?
By advertising. Notices outside the church.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. Last week I had Get Your Soul Whiter Than White with Square Deal Church. 18% more hymns.
And this week?
I've got a tiger in my pew.
Excuse me, miss. Do you mind if I,
What?
ask you a question? You see, we are asking you questions about adult behavior which is retrospectively childlike.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, well, I mean, now that you're a grown woman, do you still get the urge to do naughty things?
Do I get the...
Oh, you are awful. But I like you.
an I and a C and a K and an E-M-E-R-Y. Put them all together and what have you got? One short, funny little guy. You had a band that was swinging, I got her some singing. You set the light and go. Alternate the items and what do you get? You get the Dick Emery Show.
Morning.
Oh, good morning.
Anybody sitting here?
Yes, you are.
No, I mean, is anybody else sitting here?
No.
Oh, good.
Because if they were, you'd be sitting on their lap.
Yeah. I wish Sophia Loren was sitting here. I'd like to be sitting on her lap.
If Sophie Loren was sitting there, you'd be in the queue with the rest of us.
What are you doing here, then?
Hey?
What are you doing in this hospital? You know, in the outpatients.
I've got a sore throat.
I always said you could never trust these medical people.
How do you mean?
Well, they've certainly bandaged you up in the wrong places, haven't they?
No. I've got a sore throat as well as this lot.
Did you have an accident?
Yeah, in a motor car.
Oh, you drive?
No, not since the accident.
I started to learn driving once.
Yeah, well, I'd rather not talk about driving if you don't mind, because it's rather an unpleasant memory for me, you see.
Oh, that's fair. That's very fair, yeah.
Yes, thank you.
The Wembley School of Motoring I went to.
The Wembley School of Motoring? Where's that, then?
Epping. The owner was a Mr. Wembley. He had a fleet of motor cars with L for learner on the front.
Oh, that's what L means, learner.
Yeah.
What does GB mean, then?
Getting better.
Still, I'd rather not talk about driving if you don't mind, you know.
You want to change the subject, then?
Yes. Yeah.
What?
What do you think about, badminton?
Well, it's never been the sort of game that appeals to me.
No, I don't care for it either now.
No, I never saw much point in it myself.
No, I don't like the idea of that at all, really.
Would you rather not talk about it, then?
Yeah, I'd rather not talk about that, yeah. I'd rather not talk about badminton, you see.
Nor driving?
Yeah, nor driving, no.
No. Mr. Wembley used to teach me in his own car personally, you know.
Oh.
Until one day, in the middle of Epping Forest, he had a breakdown.
A serious breakdown?
A nervous breakdown. I'm not surprised, really, because he was always very edgy when he was out with me. Trembly Wembley, I called him. He used to scream at me.
On the level?
Yeah, but mostly going downhill. He used to scream at me in a falsetto.
What's that, then?
An Italian car he's got. Or did have. I went off the road in it.
Right off?
The insurance company said it was.
Yeah, but I mean, your instructor, couldn't he sort of stop it with the dual controls?
No, he couldn't reach them. Not crouching in the back seat.
Still, I'd rather not talk about driving if you don't mind, because it's rather unpleasant memory for me, you know.
It's not been all that good for me, neither. No. AA.
What?
AA. It's initials on a car. Arthur Atkins.
Who's he?
My mate. His car. Arthur Atkins's car. That's his car, see.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about RAC?
Oh, he wouldn't use them. They're not his initials, you see. No, I mean, if he was, let's see now, if he was Rupert Algernon Carruthers, then he would, but he's not, so he don't, you see.
No.
Because he's not, you see, yeah.
But I'd rather not talk about driving if you don't mind.
No. I learnt starting the car first, you know.
Oh,
yeah, that's what I did. I clutch down, into gear, accelerator, ease the clutch, handbrake,
Signal, foot off the clutch.
Then what happened?
Nothing, I forgot to switch on.
Well, switch it on again, then.
Righto. Switch on.
What's happened?
I'm still in gear.
Well, start again, then.
Righto.
Start again. Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. What about the hand signal?
Oh, I did that just now, didn't I? You saw me do that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, while we're sort of driving,
Yeah.
you know, since it's rather an unpleasant memory for me, could
Yeah.
we talk about something else?
Yeah. How about last night's television?
Oh, yes, good idea. Yes.
Yeah.
Did you see television then last night?
No.
Neither did I.
Oh, well, that's the end of that topic of conversation, isn't it? Yeah.
I think you'd better come along with me.
Yeah. Oh, just a minute.
It's his own fault, you know. I told him not to keep on talking about driving.
The tale I am about to tell is tragic to be sure. It tells of Nelly Runcible, a maiden sweet and pure. Our father was a carpenter afflicted with a stammer, who sent her out to buy one day a hammer. She quickly donned her hat and coat, there was no time to lose, but cried as it began to rain, "Oh, I forgot my shoes. I'll call in at my lover's house," she said, on my way back. His name, and kindly note the clever way it rhymes, was Jack. But Jack was out, nobody came in answer to her knocks, and so she journeyed on again through puddles in her socks. But wait! A pony and a trap looms from the misty marsh. It is the wicked squire and his nasty wax moustache. "Would you care for a lift?" he calls. She should refuse, and yet it's odd to act the lady when your feet are sopping wet. The tragedy of which I spoke has now at last begun, for that conveyance was a trap. Yes, in more ways than one. He laughed, ha ha, and twirled his wax moustache, and puffed at his Havana, then whipped the horse and whipped poor Nelly swiftly up the manor. "Where are you a-taking me?" cried Nell. Her answer, wicked laughter, for he knew where he was going, and he knew what he was after. He took poor Nelly in the house and pulled down all the blinds. And hold on, you're all ahead of me. You've all got dirty minds. But there is rescue close at hand, for who is on the track? Please note we've done that clever rhyme again, for it is Jack. Oh. "No, no," says Nelly. "No, no, no. No, no," she cries. "Please wait." "No, no," she cries. "No, no. But by the 10th, no, it's too late." For Jack bursts in upon the scene, young Nelly's handsome suitor, and thumps the squire, I beg your pardon, and thumps the squire, if you'll excuse the term, one up the uter. "Oh, let me take you out of here," cries Jack as they embrace. "If this is what is going on, it's warmer down my place." Poor Nelly left one thing behind amidst the fights and clamour, and so our father never got his hammer. I thank you.
Prosperity for you in the future. I see a flaxen-haired young lady. Wait a minute. I see a huge, hairy monster with a large head and long, hairy arms and two great big feelers.
officer.
Morning.
I haven't seen you on this beat before. This is your first day in uniform.
What makes you think that?
You got your helmet on back to front. Ah, yes, that's better. Well, I was willing to help the police, you know.
Quite all right, sir. I can manage on my own. I've just come from Hendon, you know.
Oh, that's marvellous, isn't it? Marvellous. Well, you don't need me to tell you then, do you?
Tell me what?
Your whistle's hanging out.
I was drying it.
Yeah, well, it's just that I like to cooperate, you know. I mean, any time they're bashing you unconscious with bicycle chains, just give us a ring. I'm in the book.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Hey, do you get a lot of copper bashing round here, then?
I don't, but the coppers do.
Well, they never told me that down at the station.
Oh, no, well, it wouldn't like, you know, because it's been sort of quiet now, you know. Oh, yes, we haven't had a copper bashing now for, be a couple of nights now.
Couple of nights? Oh, that's good. I'm on days.
Oh, days?
Yeah.
Oh, well, your worst trouble is going to be the show-me-hows.
The show-me-hows? Who are they, Japanese mob?
No. They're the people who come up to you and say, show me how to get to so-and-so street, you know. You're not going to be able to tell them, are you?
What do you mean I'm not going to be able to tell them? I'm a qualified policeman. Oh, yes. I've memorized every street and public house in this manor. Oh, yes. It's all up here, mate. Don't worry. All up here.
Yeah, still, I mean, any time you want any help, just let me know, you know.
Don't worry, mate. I shan't need any help. I've got it all up here, remember.
Excuse me, Constable.
Oh, yes, sir.
Can you show me how to get to South Terrace East, North Street, Mews West?
Hey?
South Terrace East, North Street,
Yes,
Mews West.
all right. I heard you. Yes, southwest. Now, you go down here. Take the first turning on the left. No. Scrub that. Forget all about that. Don't worry about that. Go down here. No, go down here. Take the first turning on the right. No, hang on. I know a shortcut. Look, go straight down here. Past the greengrocers, round the roundabout, turn to the right. You wouldn't prefer the Natural History Museum, would you, sir?
No, I'd rather go to South Terrace East, North Street, Mews West.
Yes, I thought you would. Well, don't worry, I've got it all up here, mate. Here's a little book here. There we are. Now then, let's see where we are now.
You haven't spotted trouble, officer?
It's all right. Here, look, you go straight down there. Second on the left, first on the right. Keep straight on.
Thanks, officer.
Wait, I say, hang on a minute.
Look, his nose. I've just told him. What's the matter with you?
Did you say South Terrace, East North Street, Mews West?
Yes.
Yeah, do you want the odd numbers or even?
Even.
High or low?
Low.
What number?
4.
Name of Charlesworth?
Yes.
About a blocked-up sink?
That's right.
Come inside, the door's open.
Excuse me, Constable.
Oh, yes, sir, can I help you?
Could you direct me to the police station?
Well, what do you want the police station for? What would I do? I'm a policeman.
No, I'm afraid not.
Well, why not? I'm a policeman just the same as they are down there.
I know, but you've got no facilities for incarceration.
Eh? How do you know?
I can see.
Oh, it shows, does it? Oh.
You know what incarceration means, don't you?
Incarceration? It's one of the first things they taught us in the force, sir. Oh, yes, incarceration means, if you're in a car...
Incarceration means being locked up in a cell.
Look, will you keep out of this, otherwise I'll have you up for obstructing the police. Right, incarceration means being locked up in a cell, sir.
Yes, that's what I want.
What do you want to be locked up in a cell for?
I've escaped from Broadmoor, and I want to give myself up.
Give yourself up? You must be stark raving mad.
That's right. That's why they put me in Broadmoor.
I see. Yes, well, you went to the police station. Yes, sir, right. Well, now, you go down here, take the first turning on the right. No, hang on. Scrub that. Get all about that. Go down here, take this. Yeah, that's funny. I've just come from there myself.
The police station is just up the road on the left, first turning on the right. You can't miss it. There's a blue lamp outside.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Look, what's the matter with you? Are you after my uniform or something? That's what you are. You're getting power conscious. That's what you are. You're kinky. That's right, you're kinky. No, not you, madam. No, him. You're not after it, are you?
What?
My uniform, madam.
Officer, can you tell me the time, please?
Tell you the time? Yes, madam. Look, come down here a moment. Here we are. The time, you said? Yes, here we are. Oh, no, that's me whistle. I've got it here somewhere. Oh, no, that's me lunch. Keeping it warm.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I shall be passing Big Ben.
No, madam. Big Ben's wrong. It's stopped. Anyway, you asked me first, didn't you? No, I've got it here somewhere. It's a gold hunter. It was given to me. Yes, it was given to me by the darts club. I've got it here somewhere. It should be here somewhere. It's down here. Yes. All right, I've got it on the wrist. It's 4:15. It's
11:25 precisely, madam.
Don't listen to him, madam. I'm perfectly capable of telling you the
Excuse me,
time.
madam.
Don't listen.
Is this police officer insulting you?
He's a disgrace to his uniform.
He is that. Now you come over me. I know you come over me.
He ought to be
Whoa. Why don't you join the police? Vacancies occur every day.
Good evening. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know whether... Have you ever noticed a certain type of poor person walking down the street? And have you noticed that they always mumble to themselves? You know, they keep repeating themselves over and over again. And they feel the whole world's against them, and they walk around with a chip on their shoulder. Well, now, here's such a bloke, and he's walking down the street on his day off, and he's mumbling to himself. I'll just get into character for you. Ah, yes, well, that's all right then. I said, I came up to him, and he came up to me, that's right. And I said, he wouldn't, that's right. Well, that's right. Well, of course, yes. Yes, well, I told him, that's right. Well, it's a dull sort of day, it is. It is dull, it is. Diddlum, 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 dum, dum, diddlum, 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 dum, dum, diddlum, 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 dum, dum. Now, what shall I do today now? Yes, I'll go to the pictures, that's right, yes. I'll get a paper, I'll go into town, go to the pictures, and get a bus, that's right. Diddlum, 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 that's right. Now, I'll get a paper, and go to the pictures, and I'll go into town, and, no, I'll get a bus before I go into town, that's right, yes. Oh, diddlum, 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 dum, dum, diddlum, 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 dum, dum. Get a paper first. Evening Star, please. How much? 4pence. Used to be 3pence. 2pence before that. Keeps going up. Be 10 shillings soon. You could buy a whole public library for that. 4pence for the paper. Used to be 2pence. Diddlum, 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 dum, dum, diddlum, diddlum, dum, dum. Go and get a bus now. Diddlum, 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 dum, dum, diddlum, diddlum. Here's the bus stop. Diddlum, 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 dum, dum, diddlum, diddlum. Who are you looking at? Fella there keeps looking at me. What's the matter? Have you never seen a fella in a blue suit before? Where's your manners? No, go on, have a look. Go on, have a look. Don't run away. Come on, have a look, have a look. That's right. Fella comes up to me and starts looking at me and then runs away. Diddlum, 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 dum, dum, diddlum, 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 die. 4pence for the paper. Used to be 3pence. 2pence before that. What's the world coming to? Now, let's see what's in the paper now. Foreign films, sexy films, no good, wholesome entertainment. How do you like that? A fella comes up to me, looks at me, and then he runs away. Who is this Mary Poppins? Probably some wicked woman. It's a terrible world, a terrible world. Diddlum, 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 dum, dum, diddlum. Look at them pigeons walking about. It's a little boy bouncing a ball there. Look at that, they're bouncing a ball. Them two fellas on the workmen on the wall, they're throwing bricks to one another. Isn't that marvellous? Look at that. They never miss. Oh, I bet that hurt. Pigeons walking about like that, isn't that marvellous? Little boy bouncing a ball and the two workmen throwing the bricks to one another. Oh, here comes the bus. Just get interested in life when a blasted bus comes along. Really, get on. Diddlum, 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 dum, dum, diddlum, 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 dum, dum. How much? 8pence. I could buy 2 newspapers for that. Used to be 6pence. 8pence for a bus ride and 4pence for a newspaper. It's disgusting. Hey, conductor, will you tell the driver to watch out? He nearly just missed a car then. You mind? I said tell the driver to watch it. Yes, remember I'm paying 8pence, not 6pence. All right. Who are you looking at? You mind your own business. Driver, I thought I told you to tell the driver to watch out now. I thought I told you to tell him to watch out. Don't you answer me back.
No, I pay me taxes. Yes, I pay me taxes. Listen, I could give you the sack. Remember that. But don't answer me back. You're fired. That's right. You finish the day off, and when you get down to the garage, you collect your cards. You're finished. Huh. Diddlum, 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 dum, dum. Fourpence for a newspaper. Used to be threepence. Tuppence before that. Huh. Look at the poor little old lady standing there. Nobody give her their seat. Nobody in the whole bus will give that poor darling old lady a seat. She'll just stand there till she drops. There she goes. Nobody will pick her up, let alone give her a seat. Nobody's going to pick you up, lady. No, you're just going to lie there. That's the kind of world it is, huh? What are you looking at? Instead of looking at me, why don't you pick the poor old lady up? Oh, here's me stop. Pardon me, lady. Yes, well, that's the kind of world it is. No, I'm sorry, you're fired. I get to the cinema. Diddlum, 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 dum, dum, diddlum, 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 dum, dum. Here's the cinema. How much? How much? 8pence for a bus ride, 4pence for a newspaper. I could buy a cinema for that. Oh, here's your money. All right. Excuse me, please. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. Here. That's right. What's the matter with you? There's 2 arms, isn't there? Who are you looking at? You pay attention to the film, with you. The poor little old lady lying there on the floor. Oh, don't punch a flashlight at me, miss. What's the matter? Now, don't you answer me back. I just sacked a bus conductor, so you just watch out. Some people. Diddle-eye, 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 diddle-eye. Look at that fella down there mumbling to himself. I can't stand people who mumble to themselves. Can't hear the film. Hey, what's the matter with you down there mumbling to yourself? What? Don't you answer me back. Listen, I just fired a bus conductor and almost fired an usherette. All right, eh? You've just fired a policeman. Hey, I'd like to have a word with you if you don't mind. Would you mind? Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That's the lot for tonight. We are doing another show next Sunday, so please come along and see us. Excuse my attire. I have to hold my trousers up. If you are going home this evening, do remember that alcohol and petrol don't mix. Actually, they do, but they taste dreadful. See you later, bye-bye.
It's the end of the show. You can get up and go. We just thought you should know there's no more. Take the dog round the block or start lining your sock.